We use our brain every breathing second of our life, but are we aware of its full potential? The truth is, our brain was and remains a mystery to this date. Only now, things are getting researched and recorded. Scientists are dedicating all their time and effort to reveal new capabilities of the human brain. So in today's video, we are going to talk about all the extraordinary things your brain is capable of doing. We've got some very interesting points on our list, so make sure to watch the video till the end so you don't miss out on anything. Number 1. Your brain is capable of echolocation. We all know how bats and dolphins use the echo of ultrasonic clicks to navigate in the dark and hunt. But did you know that we humans have an inner bat that can do exactly the same? If practiced and used right, we can echolocate flawlessly. In fact, some humans do it regularly. Echolocation is the primary living technique of a blind human. They use it to visualize their surroundings and navigate into space. Everything around us has an echo to it, but how come we don't notice it in general settings? Why is it only apparent in an empty space or big mountains? Well, that's because the human brain suppresses the echo. But when you actively use echolocation to detect the vibration, it starts perceiving the echoes in the general surrounding. According to scientists, echo suppression is a phenomenon where the brain suppresses the echoes so the main sound can be heard clearly. If it wasn't for this phenomenon, speech would be virtually unintelligible. A study was conducted to see if a sighted person can echo-navigate as easily as a blind human. In the experiment, the participants used their tongue, mouth, or a stick to produce a sharp clicking sound. That sound would bounce back from the nearest reflector object as an echo, giving the person accurate information about the object it had encountered. It took them a few tries, but by the end of it, almost all the participants were able to perceive the echo when an object was near them. Depending on your echolocation skills, you can perceive information about what type of object the echo belongs to, though it takes practice and lots of dedication. So if humans can echolocate, why don't they do it all the time? Well, unless you run around in dark environments or blindfolded, echolocation is just not needed in your day-to-day life. But you can always experiment with clicks and see if you are a good echolocator. Number 2. Your brain can see behind you. Have you ever felt like someone is following you or is behind you solely based on your instincts? Sometimes we can unconsciously tell if someone is sneaking on us or following us, or simply standing behind us in line, without looking back. Why does that happen? It's not like you can see or hear them. All you do is feel their presence. You guessed it right. It's your brain doing. Following a close relation with echolocation, sound shadowing is a phenomenon that makes your brain aware and lets you sense if there is something or someone right behind you. You can try experimenting with this by asking someone to sneak up noiselessly behind you. You can close your eyes and wait. You'll see that even though you can't see or hear them, you can feel them as they approach. That happens because they block the sound waves around you as they approach. The shift in the normal sound echo of the background noises makes you aware of a presence. Because the deadening of echoes of the background noise bounces off the surface behind you, and you'll also notice a slight lowering in the background noises. These two effects become increasingly obvious as the person nears you. So, the next time you unconsciously note when someone is behind you, now you know the reason. Number 3. Your brain can think and make it happen. You've probably heard a proverb that goes, "You can do anything if you put your mind to it." Well, that isn't just a motivational saying anymore. It's true. If you are someone who gets intimidated by gym or just hates working out in general, you are in for a treat because a research study conducted at Ohio University suggests that you can grow muscles just by thinking about it. The researchers divided participants into 2 groups, one of the sets in a cast, and gave them instructions to sit still for 11 minutes, 5 days a week, for 4 weeks, and imagine themselves exercising. The other group was also put in a cast, but they weren't given any instructions. At the end of the 4 weeks, the participants who engaged in the mental exercise were twice as strong as those who didn't. This technique even said to be used by professional athletes. You can do the same thing if you are looking to lose weight. One of the main problems while exercising is you either think you aren't doing enough, or you are convinced you are doing too much and yet not seeing any desired results. Well, that's the problem. Your mindset is your hurdle in weight loss. According to this study done by the Mind and Body Lab at Stanford University, suggests that our beliefs about how much we exercise could heavily influence our health and weight loss. The experiment took place in a hotel where the participants were the 84 female room attendants. When talking to them, they found out that the attendants believe they get little to no exercise daily, even though their work includes constantly moving around doing their job. The researchers chose one group of females and explained to them how they were already exercising more than enough due to their nature of work. The other group was kept oblivious, and when the researchers checked in a month later, they found that the women who knew they were exercising enough seemed to have lost weight, developed a smaller waistline, and a more defined lower body, while the other group experienced no such changes as they continued to live their life. To put it simply, your thoughts matter. So the next time you choose a workout, finish it and allow yourself to think that you have done enough. Number 4. Your brain is a natural alarm clock. Have you ever set your alarm clock before going to bed and falling asleep thinking about the time you'll wake up? And after that, did you find yourself waking up before the alarm clock had the chance to ring? Well, you can thank your brain for that. While you are asleep, your unconscious brain is still well aware and processing. In a study conducted in 1999, the research team gathered 15 volunteers and sent them to bed at midnight. The team told the first group they would wake them at 9 a.m. and did. A second group was told they would wake them at 9 a.m. but actually woke them at 6 a.m. And the final group was told they would wake them at 6 a.m. and did. They noted that the last group had a considerable spike in stress hormones, which started around 4:30 a.m. and peaked at 6 a.m. neared. The group who were woken unexpectedly didn't show any such stress hormones changes. The stress hormone is probably the thing that reminds our brain that it's time to wake up. This shows that we do in fact have a natural alarm clock inside us. So the next time you set your alarm, be sure to remind your brain of the timing. Just in case your alarm fails. Number 5. Your brain can judge someone in 0.1 seconds. You have probably heard of the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But your brain does exactly that. Science has proven that people don't just judge you quickly, they do it in 0.1 seconds. They literally blink once and already have a set opinion about you. In that matter of time, they make judgments of character traits like trustworthiness and competence, but these impressions are often freakishly correct. But not to say they are always accurate, as some of the quick judgments may be clouded with unfair prejudice. It's equal parts interesting and terrifying. Imagine being judged based on something you had no control over. So, if you are someone who thinks first impressions don't matter, think again. Number 6. Your brain is capable of recalling everything. For many of us, we can't even remember the meal we had yesterday. But did you know that your brain is capable of remembering every little thing about every day of your life? Individuals with a condition called hyperthymesia or extreme memory have a video recorder in their brains that records their entire life. These memories are indelible, so they are stuck with it for life. This phenomenon of the brain is not widely studied, but Dr. James McGaugh, a memory researcher, tested a woman named Jill Price, who claimed to remember every big and small detail of her life. To his surprise, the woman did remember everything. Hyperthymesia has been deemed a syndrome where people have special access to parts of their brain that is usually suppressed, so individuals don't get distracted by small details. Many hyperthymesia individuals experience difficulty pushing memories out of their heads, which interferes with day-to-day life. It's a good thing our brain has an auto-erase function. Imagine remembering every little embarrassing thing you did in your life. Number 7. Our brain is capable of raising our body temperature. It has been confirmed that breathing techniques, coupled with unparalleled focus, allow skilled meditators to increase their core body temperature. Monks can raise their body temperature simply by meditating and controlling their breathing to withstand cold temperatures. In 1985, Harvard Dr. Herbert Benson studied monks who practice a form of meditation that supposedly generates heat, and found that the sheer power of focus changed the temperature of their bodies. He further investigated by putting a freezing ice towel on his body. The temperature was high enough to numb muscles, but the monk barely reacted and continued to meditate till the towel was dry. The towel didn't just dry off in record time, it even let off some steam. So that was it for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed this video. In today's video, we learned about some pretty amazing things your brain is capable of. Have you ever tried any of the things we mentioned above? If so, which one? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video if it helped you and share if you think it can help someone else. Don't forget to subscribe for more brain balance videos and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching the video. See you next time.